This week in Jamaica Now, Mapping Matthew, Jamaica prepares for a Category 4 storm. The National Emergency Centre has been activated. The local government minister leads last-minute cleanup along the Marcus Garvey Drive. Caretaker murdered at the home of attorney Patrick Bailey. Mission Mobile Rescue, police flood St. James as murder hit the 200 mark. And CXC to issue grades to 40 Jamaican students affected by bungling by school administrators. These and other stories coming up after the break. I'm Jovan Johnson sitting in for Damien Mitchell, and this is Jamaica Now. Jamaica is now on a severe weather alert as Hurricane Matthew moves closer to the island. On the forecast track, Matthew, a Category 4 storm on Friday, is to pass nearest to the eastern tip of Jamaica between Sunday and Monday. This means that places such as Portland and St. Thomas could be worst affected. But all parishes are expected to feel the wrath of Matthew. Already it has caused widespread damage and one fatality in St. Vincent and the Grenadines. Barbados has also reported damage to homes and cars. And the government is appealing to Jamaicans to take seriously the threat of Hurricane Matthew. The Met Service says Matthew is expected to dump at least 8 inches of rainfall on the island. Amid the storm threat, the local government minister Desmond McKenzie was on Marcus Garvey Drive on Friday, leading efforts to clean the drains and gullies.
When the rains come, we are in a better position to control the flooding. So we're going to be having equipment that is going to be permanently placed here during the hurricane. And that equipment will be manned by personnel so that as anything happens, they will be able to respond.
And Chief Medical Officer Dr. Winston Delahaye is urging Jamaicans to begin making preparations to ensure they remain healthy in light of the approaching hurricane. He's appealing to persons with chronic illnesses such as diabetes, high blood pressure, heart diseases and asthma to ensure their medication is easily accessible in case they need to evacuate. He's also urging pregnant women, especially those near delivery dates, to move closer to hospital. In other news, police investigators were on Friday morning summoned to the Barbican Road house of attorney-at-law Patrick Bailey, where his caretaker was murdered inside the living room. The caretaker is 51-year-old Junior Germain, who was found with several stab wounds on the couch. Up to late Friday afternoon, the police did not release a statement on the killing. In the meantime, Bailey's doctor, Jeff Ford, says he has recommended that the attorney be confined to bed because he's suffering from extremely high blood pressure.
Mr. Bailey had a stroke previously in November 2007, and he was hospitalized at that time. We see now that he's suffering from slurred speech and a little bit of incoordination. He has been on medication ever since, and we have come in now, increase his medication, confine him to bed, and on our orders after consultation, he's not able either to give a statement or to meet anybody at this time because of the delicacy of his condition. It is quite possible that he might be having another stroke, but we are hoping that we're taking steps to prevent that from happening.
The National Security Ministry has implemented a series of new measures to help ease the murders in St. James, and now at 200 murders since January. In Parliament on Tuesday, Security Minister Robert Montague said in the past 14 days, 23 people have been shot dead and 13 others injured in St. James. Among the measures introduced are installation of closed-circuit cameras at various events, the importation of trained dogs for drug and gun detection, and the delivery of warrants and summons within a 2-week period. In related news, Police Commissioner Dr. Carl Williams is to take action against a member of the police force who is believed to have leaked this video of a shooting incident at a gas station in downtown Montego Bay last Thursday. The National Security Minister Robert Montague told the Parliament on Tuesday that the Commissioner has resolved that the perpetrator will be named, investigated and the necessary actions taken. Popular pastor Rev Al Miller this week backtracked on his earlier position that he will not appeal his conviction for attempting to pervert the course of justice. Miller now says he'll be appealing. Earlier this month, he was fined $1 million for attempting to pervert the course of justice 6 years ago when the fugitive Christopher Duduskok was found in his company, allegedly being taken to the U.S. Embassy to surrender to authorities there. Students at Penn High School are to receive their grades for their Caribbean Secondary Examination Certificate CSEC exams in another month. The students had earlier been awarded ungraded scores because the school did not submit to the CXC their school-based assessments on time. The decision to award their scores came after deliberations between the regional body and Jamaica's Ministry of Education. And that's it for this edition of Jamaica Now, your weekly review of the big news stories. Send us your comments at onlinefeedback@gleanerjm.com. You may tune in to Power 106 FM for regular updates. Follow us on Twitter at Jamaica Gleaner and on Facebook at Gleaner Jamaica. I'm Jovan Johnson, and before we go, we bring you more from our mission, Mobile Rescue.
I know that police putting out 110% and seeing people dying left, right and center, making your efforts seem as though they are nothing. That is in and of itself a great source of stress.
I still think, even without a state of emergency, which we don't have now and may never have, we need better policing in St. James. Very strategic policing. Just off the top of my head, I'm thinking that downtown Montego Bay and the Hip Street would be blanketed with police, both uniformed and undercover. Simultaneously, with the raids, etc., that would be carried out in the inner city area. We cannot bring 200-300 more police down here and pull them out after 2 weeks because we're not killing 15, we're only killing 6. There must be consistency with policing. And I think if it's strategically done, we can still have positive answers to it.